Hey, what is up guys? So I got something super awesome to share with all of you Dragunity fans because the deck looks like it's going to be coming back just a little bit here with the new Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. You know, you can pull off some pretty dirty plays, and obviously that card is pretty strong against most decks. And if you can combine it with just the ability to make a rank 4, whether you're going for like the Perform Mage build or if you happen to have Instant Fusion, the deck can make a very, very strong turn 1, as you're going to go ahead and see right here. I mean, having the ability to go for Ravine and Summon Ducks is normal. Like, you look at this play and you're like, wow, that's such a rare hand. But it's actually pretty easy to pull off in Dragunities. I mean, look at this field. He's got Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. He searched out a card during the end phase. He was able to set one card, have a Jin, have Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, and a Stardust Dragon in turn 1. And like I said, it can be pretty consistent to pull that off. But anyways, the DeeDee player over here just doesn't happen to have anything that he can really utilize at the moment to deal with this field. Because this field, like, look at that field. He can't activate any effects. Well, I mean, he can try. He's probably going to get the game. He can't destroy this. Unfortunately, he goes ahead and gets Storming Mirror Force, and the replay errors out. But I still think that it was a really great turn 1 play, and then we're going to go ahead and go over to the deck profile in just a second. But I just want to share this combo off really quick because it was really fast, and I'm going to kind of break it down for you guys, and then we'll go ahead and go into the deck profile. So, like I said, it's very common just to be able to go for a Dragunity like Ducks into Phalanx play, or summon Dragunity Ducks, equip the equip card that gets you Phalanx anyways. But there's a lot of variations of being able to just go for Vajrayana and then go for like a Clearing Synchro Dragon or something like that, which is still a pretty decent little card. But anyways, he goes for Instant Fusion, goes for Norden, and then he uses Phalanx plus the card that he brought out with Norden to actually synchro into Gaydurg. Gaydurg allows him to go ahead and add Zephyros, and then he's going to discard the Zephyros immediately. And then he's going to go ahead and be able to go for Atum. Atum can then get Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, and then he can go ahead and get a free card, whatever his choice is with Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, and then he's going to go ahead and activate Gaydurg's effect once more, because that's just a once per turn effect. It's not when it's synchro summon. So he goes ahead and goes for Miss Valley Baby Rock, and then once this card is set direct from the hand of the graveyard, you get to special summon it, so that can be kind of nice. And then he's going to go ahead and make a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon through that, and then he's going to go ahead and activate Zephyros' effect, bouncing back Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon to special summon Zephyros. He's going to go ahead and take 400 points of damage. Then he's going to go into this card over here, which is Queen Dragon Jin. So it just requires 2 level 4 monsters. So again, you can make this in a lot of different decks, and you could use it in multiple different ways, depending on what deck you're playing, of course. But anyways, Dragon-type monsters you control can't be destroyed by battle except for herself. And then once putting attached material from this card, target 1 level 5 or higher dragon monster in your graveyard, special summon it. It can't attack this turn, and its effects are negated. So that effect is going to go ahead and be activated. You're going to go ahead and get back to Gaydurg, and then you're abusing Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon's effect again, and then you can top it off with a Stardust Dragon. So at this point, he's able to protect himself from Dark Hole. He's able to protect himself from like any one monster effect, and he can't have his Dragon-type monsters be destroyed by battle. And he's got like relatively strong. All of these are relatively strong beaters. And then during the end phase, because he sent Harpy Harpist to the graveyard, he's able to add a Dragunity Ducks from his deck to his hand. So basically, he's already set up to replay next turn. Plus, if you guys like seeing, like, he already had a Twin Twister set, this could have been Vanity's Emptiness. It could have been like Anti-Spell Fragrance. Like, this deck could have been absolutely like just auto win if he had just like one specific like background. I guess you could argue that with anything. But if you combo with like maybe instead of Stardust, if you went for like Spark Dragon Emptiness, this would have been like a game over scenario. But I really feel like that's what I really want to share with you guys. Really cool stuff, and I know a lot of you guys want the deck profile, so let me go ahead and give it to you guys, because it's pretty freaking sweet to see an old like fan favorite kind of deck. But anyways, let's go and jump right into it. So here's the deck profile. I give all credit to the guy, I think it's Physics, over here. But anyways, so he's got 1 copy of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, 2 of the Mistletian, 1 Harpy Harpist, 1 Garuda the Wind Spirit. You can use this also, like I mentioned before. It doesn't have to be Instant Fusion. You can use like the Perform Mage, like I guess Hat Tricker, or you can discard some of the other cards with the effect of Ravine. And through that aspect, obviously you can search out other cards and then get bonuses, whether it's like Damage Juggle or something like that. Then we have Zephyros, 3 Ducks, 3 Phalanx, 1 Miss Valley Baby Rock, 3 Instant Fusion, 1 Raigeki, 2 cards of Consonance, 1 Soul Charge, 3 Upstart, 3 Terraforming, 2 copy of Gospel of Revival. He didn't use the card in the duel, but I thought it was kind of a cool card. Let's go and actually just throw in that like theme music. But Gospel Revival, you get to target one level 7 or 8 Dragon type monster in your graveyard. Summon it. If a Dragon type monster you control be destroyed by battle or by card effect while it's in your graveyard, you could banish this card instead. So that's a pretty awesome effect, especially since he was like synchroning so much. Maybe you can synchro into something, and then if that like dies or something, he can have access to it. Because I think that's really cool. There's no really restrictions on it. It doesn't have to be like a normal monster or like some. I thought it was gonna be like normal monsters only when I saw like the artwork. I was like, oh, probably Blue Eye support. But yeah, pretty cool that you can target like, pretty much whatever you want. And then, well, I mean, with the exception of obviously being a level 7 or 8 Dragon type monster, but those are like most of the good cards that you're going to bring out. Anyways, but there's 3 Twin Twister to be able to combat pendulums, then 3 Dragunity Divine Lance, and then 2 copies of Ravine, 3 Chicken Race, and then Vanity's Emptiness. Had he had that one Vanity's Emptiness, it would have been even better. For the extra, you gotta run the card that has that Crimson Sunbird, man. That's pretty good stuff. And then I think that's, was it Marvelous? And then we have the 1 Norden. I know you guys are like, wow, dude, what the heck, dude? 1 Norden, 3 Instant Fusion. Alright, for the most part, it's the same concept. For a lot of people, just to run 1 copy of Norden. I mean, he probably doesn't need this, let's be realistic here. I mean, maybe he just needs it for that win, right? But, for the most part, if you resolve the effect of Instant Fusion, you usually like win. Like it's kind of like Gem Knight Fusion. If you activate 1, you win anyway. So you only need to play like 1 copy of the Gem Knight. Was it Garnet? But anyways, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, 2 copies of those. Then Cypherframe Lord Omega, Scrap Dragon, Stardust Dragon, 1 Gayduri, 3 Vajrayana, 1 M7, 1 Photon Strike Bouncer, 1 Heretic Dragon King of Atum. And then 1 Korean Dragon Jin. And then he has some other cards on the side deck. This card is kind of cool. So it's Reject Reborn. When an opponent monster declares a direct attack, you end the battle phase. Then you can special 1 Tuner monster and 1 Secret monster from your graveyard, but their effects are negated. So I like it. It ends the battle phase, and then you can maybe get some stuff that you can synchro for immediately. Then he's got Dragon's Brain, so this can kind of stun your opponents as well. And there's Master Restrict, so you can like counter Magic Specters, Imperial Iron Wall, and then Anti-Spell Fragrance. So I thought this was really cool. That he was able to just make such a strong turn 1 play, as you guys can see. Like, maybe Dragunities are coming back. I feel like maybe if we could figure out how to mix them in with Pendulums, they could be even better. But for the most part, everything revolves majority of the time off of like this Ducks. I mean, I guess with this card as well, it can be technically used because when this card is normal or special summon, technically this card does get that effect. So I'm thinking maybe if we can somehow incorporate Pendulums in the deck, maybe it could be even better. But for the most part, the deck is pretty strong. I mean, he happened to have 2 cards. Well, he searched out 1 card during the end phase, and he was able to set 1 card. But if he's able to like use a 1 card like Pendulum Scale, maybe we can see something even stronger. I believe you can use Monkey Board. Because it changes the scale to 4 unless you have another Performer Pal. But you can use this card and you can search out this card, Gaturtle. And Gaturtle technically, it's if you have another Performer Pal card, if a Performer Pal card is activated in your other Pendulum, you can draw a card. So if you happen to have this card first, you can, I guess, draw another card. But that can technically complete your scale. Although one downside with this is a 6 as a scale. If it was just a 7 and you could get out this, that'd be so good. Maybe they'll come up with some more support for Perform Pals. I know it's like the best deck, but you never know. They can just keep on coming out with more support, and the deck could be even better. But I'm thinking if you can somehow complete your scale, like, you know, obviously Monkey Board is a 1 card. It's scale technically if you just happen to have something that's not. No, I'm thinking of just if they get 1 card that can be just like, I don't know, like 7, 8, I don't know, just anything that allows you to go for this. I know some of you guys are going to say, Joker, wow, you're such an idiot, dude. Joker, unfortunately, guys, has this effect where his pendulum effect is you can't pendulum some monsters except for Magician pendulum monsters and Odd Eyes monsters, and it says this effect can't be negated. But if you could somehow just Monkey Board into another card and then get out this card, your plays extend so much further, and you can potentially just make like the craziest fields. I feel like even though their like first turn is really strong, if they can just like add an Archery Beast after it, then we're looking at a deck that is like I don't know, if you get Stardust, Naturia Beast against a lot of decks, you can just simply win now. Because in this day and age, like, look how many spells are in this deck. Heck, if you make Naturia Beast against this deck, you've probably won the game as well, unless they happen to have some easy access to like a rank 4. They summon this, maybe banish it for Red Darkness Metal Dragon. But if you guys have any suggestions for this deck, or if you guys know of any like pendulums that can just complete their scales off of like one card, like I'm looking for like a pay 8 scout, like, you know, kind of mechanic where it's one card to complete the scale, because I want to see how much further you can extend the combo of this deck, because it's crazy what you can bust out first turn in this deck. Like I said, like, and being able to do it super consistently. Like I said, you could try like maybe the Perform Mage engine. I mean, heck, or not the Perform Mage, the wait, is it? Yeah, oh, I'm sorry, the Perform Mage engine, yes. Like with the Damage Juggler specifically, because you obviously have Fodder with Ravine, and then you'll have easy access to maybe they're going for a ring 4 if you just happen to not have Instant Fusion. But this guy is running triple Upstart, triple Terraforming, triple Chicken Race, so I'm pretty safe to say, and he's got this for draw power too, so pretty sure it's safe to say that it wasn't like he sacked his opponent over there. It can be pretty consistent in this deck. But anyways, like I said, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks again for sending in this replay, Mr. Physics. That's awesome, awesome stuff indeed. Looking forward to trying out this deck. It's basically this card. This card's just really strong. You get 2 of these cards out, sometimes you just win the game. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. It's been your boy, Will Smith, signing out.